ونفخة الصور, right? ويوم ينفخ ويوم ينفخ الصور ويوم ينفخ في الصور. Yes. في الصور, right? The نفخة الصور, the blowing of the horn, it is blown by Israfil. We talked about the dimension of the horn and what will happen, how there will be three blows. The first is the nafkhatul faz'a, that will drive everyone insane, will drive everyone crazy. And the second is nafkhat al-sa'iq, which is that it will kill all the creations. And that's when we talked about Malikul Maut and what will happen in that time. And then the last one is nafkhat al-ba'th. All right, فينفخ نفخة البعث, that it will be blown a third time, and this time it will be the blowing of resurrection, right, to bring the life, the dead back to life. Yes, yes, yes. So now Abdullah bin Mas'ud, he adds that قال فيرسل الماء فيرسل الله الماء من تحت العرش, that Allah will send rain from beneath His throne. فتنبت أجسادهم, that this rain will be poured upon the dead bodies, and they will be brought back to life, just like that of the seed. Right? When we plant the seed, it's something that we see in our day-to-day life, but it is a very concrete reflection and example of actual death. How Allah brings the dead back to life. Right? That Allah used water to bring the seed to make it a falaq, right? To open the seed and for something new, for life to be brought forth. So although it's something that is normal and we see in our everyday life, it is definitely something to contemplate, because it will be done to us before resurrection. Ibn Kathir, he adds, he says, ثم يأمر إسرافيل أن ينفخ نفخة البعث فينفخ نفخة البعث فتخرج الأرواح كأنها النحل قد ملأت ما بين السماء والأرض. That when Israfil blows the third time for the nafkhatul ba'th, all of the souls will be set forth to go return back to the body. As if, and Ibn Kathir describes it as the bees are swarms, like swarms of souls, all going back to where they were, right? Their dead bodies. فيقول وعزتي وجلالي, Allah will say, by my might and my majesty, ليرجعن كل روح إلى جسده فتدخل الأرواح في الأرض إلى الأجساد. That all the souls, Allah swears that all the souls will go back to his body, and all of the souls, just like the swarm of bees, will go and return back to the body. كما بدأنا أول خلق نعيده. That just as and we will all come out of the grave just as we were born. Or what does that mean? Right? That everyone will be حفاة عراة غرلة, right? That just as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that we will be barefoot, naked, right? And as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is narrating this hadith, Aisha radiallahu anha, she says, قلت يا رسول الله الرجال والنساء جميعا ينظر بعضهم إلى بعض, that will everyone be looking at each other nakedness? And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he said, يا عائشة الأمر أشد من أن يهمهم ذلك. That, oh Aisha, that this stance, this timing is the gravity of what's happening. No one's going to be caring about if the person next to them is naked or not. Everyone is just going to be worried about what's happening right then and there, and that is judgment time, right? Where Allah will bring the life back to the dead. And everyone is raised from the ground, and they then have to walk to al-mahshar. What is al-mahshar? It is the place of judgment. So we will be resurrected from the ground, right? Wiping off the dirt, and then walking towards al-mahshar, which is the place of judgment, right? We will not be judged from the place that we are resurrected from the grave. Rather, we have to walk, right? So we're walking to al-mahshar, billions and billions of people, right? Everyone's walking. Some people will be riding, right? The righteous will be riding on camels, but other people will be walking. فَلَا تَسْمَعُوا إِلَّا هَمْسًا, that you will not hear anything but the sound of footsteps. Billions and billions and billions of people walking to al-mahshar, the place of judgment. Allah says in Surah Al-Qaf, وَجَاءَتْ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَعَهَا سَائِقٌ وَشَهِيقٌ وَشَهِيد سَائِقٌ وَشَهِيد, that with every person will have a sa'iq and a shaheed. What is a sa'iq and what is a shaheed? Each soul will come forth with an angel to drive it and another to testify. Now this is one tafsir or one translation of this ayah. Um, Al-Baghawi, Tafsir Al-Baghawi says, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَعَهَا سَائِقٌ يَسُوقُهَا إِلَى الْمَحْشَرِ. That is the angel that will drive them to the mahshar, the place of judgment. وَشَهِيد يَشْهَدُ عَلَيْهَا بِمَا عَمِلَتْ. That another angel will be with that body or that soul that had bore witness to what we had done, that we have committed with our hands. Now, قال الضحاك, another translation of this ayah is السائق من الملائكة, that is the drivers from the angels, that they will be pushing us towards the mahshar, the place of judgment. And والشاهد من أنفسهم الأيدي والأرجل, that the witnesses or the witnessers are going to be our hands and our feet, what we have committed with our hands and what have we done with our feet, how we walk, whether we walk towards good or whether we walk towards evil. But the most important thing here and is that of the ayah of the Quran, وَكُلٌّ آتِيهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَرْدًا, that everyone will come alone. That even with the billions and billions of people all walking, right? Someone camel, someone foot, everyone naked, right? People will be walking to al-mahshar, but everyone will eventually approach Allah alone. That you will judge for your actions alone. No one will intercede for you. No one, your mom cannot help you. Your dad cannot help you. يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ. Right, that you will be scared. You will be feared. Your face will be in utter shock and confusion. What's happening? What's going on? Right? You don't care if the person next to you is naked or not. You don't care about your brother. You're scared of your brother. You're scared of your mother. You're scared of your father, right? Usually we have that source of comfort with our parents that is gone, right? It is just you alone. Now let's talk about al-mahshar, right? The place where as-sa'iq, the malaika who are driving us to al-mahshar, at one point they will tell us, stop, this is your judgment spot. This is, your feet cannot move any further. You cannot move back, you cannot move left or right. You are planted as you are. قال أبو هريرة يحشر الله الخلق كلهم يوم القيامة البهائم والطير والدواب. That this day, once we are set and placed in al-mahshar, once we reach the mahshar, the place of judgment, Allah will order the creation of the animals and the birds to come back to life in front of humanity, right? In front of humanity. Now, some might ask, well, why do I care if a giraffe is resurrected, right? Now, Abu Hurairah continues, فَيَبْلُغُ مِنْ عَدْلِ اللَّهِ أَنْ يَأْخُذَ لِلْجَمَّاءِ مِنَ الْقَرْنَاءِ. In another narration, حَتَّى يُقَادَ لِلشَّاةِ الْجَلْحَاءِ مِنْ الشَّاةِ الْقَرْنَاءِ. That until the prey gets the revenge back on the predator, right? In the other narration, until to the point that even the hornless sheep will lay claim upon the horned one. That is, everyone will get their rights. So the prey, right? It was dhulm. It had its dhulm upon by the predator. And now on that day, the prey will get its rights back from the predator. That even the animals, Allah was even just with the animals. That if you mistreat an animal or another animal did wrong to another animal, say through hunting, through prey, Allah will give it justice even on that day. So this is the day of justice. This is the day that no one can dispute with Allah Azza wa Jal. Your judgment is your judgment, and that's final. Every sin, every action that you did. And after the weak animal or the prey had gotten its rights over the predator, ثم يقال كوني ترابا فتكون ترابا. That it will then be said, be dust to the animals, and they will be turned to dust. Once that justice has been applied, it will then be told to that animal, be dust, and it will be dust. And this is all happening in front of humanity, right? As we are standing at al-mahshar, we are seeing this this justice, this judgment take happen and care before our very eyes. فيتمنى الكافر حينئذ أنه يتحول إلى التراب ويكون مثل البهائم. That إلى التراب ويكون مثل البهائم. That it will, that the kafir, the disbeliever, will see this happening before his eyes with the animals, and he will then wish that that same fate of being turned to dust will happen to him. ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا. That the kafir will say on that day, I wish, right? This tamanna is very interesting because when Allah uses tamanni, it's different from that you wish, that you want, right? Want is different from a wish. A wish can almost never happen. This is what the tamanna means. It's a want that cannot be achieved, right? يتمنى, right? ويقول الكافر يا ليتني, right? Comes from the word tamanna, the root word tamanna. كنت ترابا, that I wish that I was dust. That I wished I was turned to dust, because now he has to see Judgment Day. He has to see what his eternal abode will be. And Allah describes the people of hellfire. They are neither dead nor are they alive. Because if you are dead, it is a better treatment than being in the hellfire, because you don't have to go through the torture. And if you were alive, you would see the goodness and the fruitfulness of your life, but you see none of that in hellfire. Rather, you are neither dead, you are neither alive. And we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to save us on this day. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. اللهم اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما إنها ساءت مستقرا ومقاما. اللهم إنا نسألك الفردوس الأعلى برحمتك. اللهم إنا نسألك الفردوس الأعلى برحمتك. اللهم إنا نسألك الفردوس الأعلى برحمتك ونعوذ بك من عذاب النار وما قرب إليها من قول أو عمل. اللهم آمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك ونتوب إليك. Anything that I've said that is correct is from Allah and Allah alone, and anything that I've said that is incorrect is from myself and from shaitan.